Hello, and thank you very much for watching. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be carving poppies. These are all to do with me adding them to various items for Remembrance Day. I'm going to be adding them to a few birdhouses. This is me just carving the back. It's not so important because this is rarely seen. Obviously, when you put them onto objects, you don't even see the underside. It's just simply making the petals look thinner, and it also gives a shadow effect underneath. I'm here in my shed using the Foredom hand tool. It's power carving. It's not the traditional way, but it is very quick. If you would like to subscribe, it's really appreciated, and of course it's free. I will be making other videos to show you how I use these poppies when they are complete. I will be adding them to birdhouses, lest we forget. And I will also be making other various flowers to add to different items. And this is of course a Foredom handpiece with various cut saw and saber-tooth burrs. I also use Proxon. For these poppies, I'm using a flame burr, a sphere burr, a T-Burr, and a large bowl burr for the centre. I will try to let you know when I change. This is a large bowl burr that I use for the centre. Quite obvious why it's called that. The one that I have in my hand, I'm going to use it now. And it's called a flame burr. It's a very versatile burr that you can use for most things. Sometimes when I carve wood spirits, it is the only burr that I need to use. Here I have made the process faster by speeding up various parts of this video. To the right, this is a sphere burr, and to the left is a flame burr. I'm going to be using this sphere burr to make the petal stand out a little bit more. Also speeding up this process as well. It just leaves a ridge on the petal, and I can tuck them underneath to give a 3D effect. It gets very dusty, so I'm constantly sweeping the dust away. This is the T-Burr that I used. It's the shape of a T, as you can see, and it's for doing fine lines. This is to undercut so you can see the shadows forming underneath the petals that are overlapping and give the 3D effect. You will see this better when I stain it later with a red water-based stain. I also use this burr to do lines in the petals to give it a wavy effect, and I'll do the outer edge with it as well to give the petals a better effect on the edge. I've also done this video in long form on my YouTube channel, Roy's Timber Art Techniques, so you'll be able to watch it back at a more leisurely pace. I will be making more birdhouses, the wood spirit birdhouses, but for now I'm doing the poppies, marking the centres where I'm going to use the large bowl burr that I said before. This is the easiest way to make the centre, and this is a diamond coated burr, so it does produce smoke when I use it. You can see why it's called a bowl burr. And there we go. It's very fast, and I'll be using it to do these 5 poppies. The centres are very easy to do with this. It does produce quite a lot of smoke, but of course I'm wearing my face mask for protection. I find this is a very useful burr for doing this. Leaves a lovely dome in the centre of the poppy. I can use it for various other flowers as well, even flowers that you just make up. Now I'm going to have to draw the lines that I'm going to follow. These are just as a rough guide, so they don't have to be too precise. And I will mark all 5 of them at the same time. I'm using a marker pen. I usually use pencil. This is to show you how to draw the lines if you'd like to make some for yourself. I'm going to first of all use the flame burr, which is a versatile burr as I've discussed before, and you can literally use this to do the majority of the poppy. Cuts all flame burr. They do it in different grades from extreme to quite fine. The fine one obviously leaves it with a smooth surface, not much sanding involved, and the extreme one removes a lot of wood very quickly, and you probably will want to sand it afterwards using some sandpaper or emery paper. I also have a 1-inch sanding disc. This is the sphere burr. I'm going to make the petals with this, just make up to the edge, and it helps to form the petal shape, making the petal more concave and giving a nice edge to the petal that I will be able to use the T-Burr on. And here we go, and feather the edge. This will stand out better when I actually burn the poppy with the flame torch, and this helps to bring out the grain of the wood and just gives a nice effect. That's my opinion. Hopefully if you've got this far, please consider subscribing. Costs you nothing. I really appreciate it. And you might see some of the other stuff I make. It is quite easy to do. Most people can do it. All you really need is a Dremel and some burrs, a little bit of patience, obviously some wood, and who knows, you could discover a new hobby that you really enjoy. Anyway, these are some other flowers. This is a lily and a poppy that I did to start with. This is the other poppy that I'm making. I'm starting to make various flowers to add to items. Thanks for watching. And as always, whatever you do, do it well. Thank you very much.